and this is my time. Hello, everyone. My name is Michaela, and let me tell you something that is very dear to me. I changed a lot when I became a mom. When I held this tiny little boy in my hand, that changed my perspective in life. And that change made me realize that I have to do something that will continue as he grows and be an example that he can look up to. And that's the love and passion for coffee that I have. I adapt to a change that I know will greatly impact the way I nurture my child. Just like the coffee I have for you today, it aligns beautifully to the idea that change starts from within. And similarly to the way this coffee was cared and protected, just like a baby that starts in a nursery. So seeds were selected from lots with healthy and good crop profile, then transfer into a coffee plantation that is separated by forests. Now this forest serves as a natural barrier against pests. They also maintain balance of nutrients in the soil without any harmful chemicals. They also have bees that produces honey, incorporating the characteristic of a geisha plant. So by using this coffee in this competition, we are all investing in a vision of a healthier, more sustainable future that begins right at their farm. Now, as a mother, I'm asking myself, what would be the first coffee experience I want my child to have? Now, allow me to be that someone who will take care of you today as a coffee professional, ensuring your comfort as I serve you your first course, milk beverage. So I'll be pulling espresso shots for your signature beverage in between courses. Now the menus in front of you are for your reference. Have a look at it while I prepare for your milk course. So I will be steaming the milk at 50 degrees Celsius to give you that harmonious sweetness on your cup. Now, can you please write this down? On this milk course, you will be getting rich, sweet, creamy mouthfeel and texture with the flavors of butterscotch, milk chocolate, and a sweet toffee finish. It also has that rich, sweet, creamy mouthfeel and texture. So keeping in mind that sooner I will be introducing coffee to my child. And the best way to do it is to start with milk course, as he is already familiar with the taste of the full-fat milk. I am sure he will be comfortable enjoying his first cup of coffee in a milk beverage form, just like you do. And this one's for you. Please enjoy. I'm using a 2 days fresh cow's milk with 4% fat content, which gives that creamy texture, enhancing that butterscotch flavor on this milk course. I'm so excited to give this to my son, just like how I am for you today. Please enjoy. So I freeze distilled the milk by freezing it for 24 hours and tow it for 6 hours, getting only the first melted liquid, concentrating the sugars, fats, and proteins, giving me a sweeter milk, which enhances that milk chocolate flavor on this milk course. And this one's for you. Please enjoy. And lastly, I used 20 grams of coffee and took 36 grams out. Now, with 50 ml of milk on each of your cup. This gives a very well balanced and a very well structured milk to espresso ratio. And last one's for you. Please enjoy. Now everyone's ready? Now, what I love about this coffee is that it came from a farm that is very dear and near to my heart. Now this coffee is a green tip geisha, lot 347, from this beautiful farm of Jansen Coffee, located in Volcan, Panama, at 1,700 meters. Grown in Los Alpes with an average temperature of 12 degrees Celsius. Now this slows down the ripening of this green tip geisha, giving fruity characteristic. Now this is a natural processed coffee, so cherries were dried in a patio for 2 days, another 2 days in a shaded drying, and this continues to 10 more days in a mechanical dryer, resulting in a consistent, great quality of coffee. Now this coffee was roasted 8 days ago using a double drum roasting machine with an end temperature of 208 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. We extend the development to 16%, giving that enhanced sweetness and flavors for this coffee. Now Jansen family nurtured this coffee with the right placement of the plant, soil-enriching nutrients, and consistent processing and drying techniques. Just like how me, as a mother, would want to nurture my child with the right character and mindset and be an example as he grows. So I want you to please evaluate the crema first and wait for my instructions. I will be steering your espressos for you. So I used 20 grams of coffee and took 40 grams out. Now this gives flavors of sweet tangerine, yellow peach, red cherry, medium sweetness and acidity, medium body weight, silky coating and sparkling texture, cacao nibs finish with that smooth texture finish. Now the cups you have serves to elevate your tasting experience. So by drinking from the deepest part of this cup, this will help your olfactory receptors to open up and capture more aromatic compounds, helping you in distinguishing flavor notes on your espressos. Please enjoy. Now, everyone's ready? My aim for this last course is to craft a signature beverage that embodies the essence of farm, coffee, and the nurturing spirit of motherhood. The goal is to balance all these elements, foster meaningful connection, and ultimately something that can be cherished and passed down through generations. So a while ago, I pulled 4 shots of Lot 347 Espresso with a ratio of 20 grams of coffee and took 40 grams out. Now I chilled it to give that refreshing acidity for this signature beverage. Now this next ingredient represents that healthy soil from Jansen Coffee Farm where Lot 347 was planted. So it is coffee saccharum. It is a zero-waste syrup made from coffee packs. It is an equal part recipe which I use 100 grams each of. Lot 347 coffee packs right here, Demerara sugar, and this will remove the moisture from the coffee packs. Mix it and let it sit for 6 hours at a room temperature. Now after that, you will be getting this slurry mixture. Now it's time to add cold brew, which I use Lot 347 coffee as well with a ratio of 1:10. Mix it, and you may place it in any filter and let it drip for 12 hours. Now, coffee saccharum will highlight the tactile experience and give us new flavors such as cantaloupe melon. Now, I'll be adding 30 ml of the coffee saccharum for the signature beverage. May I please take your menus? You can have it back after my presentation. Now, honey is one of the byproducts of Jansen Coffee Farm. Now, the bees dances among coffee blossoms, pollinating each flowers. Now, the honey that these bees produces incorporates that geisha characteristic. And this honey will be used together on this last ingredient, which creates a very meaningful connection for me. When I was pregnant, I always craved that balance between sweetness and sourness. And it's fascinating how my child loves strawberries as much as I do. And now it is his favorite fruit, and we always bond to create something out of strawberries. So in front of you, that is me and my son. And his name is Caleb. And in that photos, we bonded to create strawberry reduction just for you today on this signature beverage. So by using 100 grams each of chopped strawberries and that geisha honey from Jansen Coffee Farm, we slow cook it in a pot using low heat for 30 minutes until it went down to 50% left. We both strain it, and I will only use 30 ml of the juice. I'm gonna give it a blend to homogenize all the ingredients and give a creamy texture. Now this strawberry reduction will transform to grape candy on this signature beverage. Now can you please write this down? You will be getting cantaloupe melon, grape candy, mandarin orange, and red grape finish. It has medium body weight, creamy texture, and a refreshing acidity. So I will be serving your signature beverage in a glass with a frozen steel spears to prevent further dilution and keep your drinks chilled. Now once I serve your glasses, kindly evaluate when I call my time and swirl it 8 times. Now this signature beverage will be passed on through generations of my family, starting from my child. Just like how Jansen family nurtured across generation to ensure sustained production of exceptional coffees. Now in this generation, whether you're a producer, barista, roaster, or simply coffee lovers, we are all empowered to do positive change that starts from within for our coffee industry. So thank you so much for your time. Please enjoy the signature beverage and time.